Man, I had to bring this up because last time we seen Seth Rollins before Monday Night Raw, we were under the impression that this guy did not have two working knees at this point. He was barely getting into the ring. When we were at WrestleMania, we saw this guy get punched, but we didn't really even see it happen. It happened all so slow. That's just the last image I have of Seth Rollins. So just seeing him come back at Monday Night Raw and all of a sudden he's good. And it's only been 2 months and a couple days since WrestleMania happened, leaves me thinking, is he really good? Guys, what do you think about this situation? Let's go on ahead. Kenny, give me your thoughts, sir.
I think if he wasn't good, they wouldn't let him come back. This is not the Vince McMahon era anymore, and they know these wrestlers are going to be more valuable healthy than not healthy. He was cleared for his match at WrestleMania, so I think he was good going into WrestleMania. But after the show, even after the cameras cut, like you said, we were out there, and he was limping back to the back after the match. So I think he wasn't 100% going into WrestleMania. So I expected him to stay out until at least SummerSlam. But you're right, the unexpected happened on Monday. He's back on Monday Night Raw. He's a workhorse, just like Jon Moxley. These guys are just built different. Big Roman want to take some time off, but Seth Rollins, he's going to be back out there. So I can respect it. I hope his knees are good. If not, I think we'll find out sooner than we may want to. Kiddo, what do you think?
I can respect it as well, but I can respect people being stupid. That's what it is. Seth Rollins is being stupid right now. The fact that Roman Reigns is not wrestling is a good thing right now, because the less he wrestles, the less we see him, the more special he becomes. I don't know why Seth Rollins at this point of his career doesn't want to do that. I'm not sure, but hey, that's okay. I can have it either way. As long as he does some good stuff, I have no problem with it. Number one thing, the positive thing I got to say is the fact that we're going to see him wrestle Damian Priest at Money in the Bank, which is a good thing for me because we three are going to be there. That's going to be my first ever WWE pay-per-view. That's going to be my first ever WWE show. And as a matter of fact, that's going to be like my first ever big wrestling show. So to get, seeing Seth Rollins there, I have no problems with it. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. Yeah, win. Yeah. And this might be my last show that I go to ever. So we'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean?
Hey, nah, don't say that, dog.
We'll see. So
before we continue, I will say this. He is 38. So maybe he's seeing his golden years and saying, I don't want to waste this time. I want to get out there and go full throttle while I can. Like you said, kiddo, maybe not the smartest thing to do, but I mean, that could be something he's looking at. Watch him bald still.
Here's my thing with Seth, man. I just feel like I ain't get no time to miss him.
There you go.
I was expecting him to come back in the Royal Rumble. That was my time. Take your time, dude.
Next year?
Up. Yeah.
Oh no, bro, no.
I mean,
but 2 months is crazy, man. Like, what's going on?
Even SummerSlam would have been too soon. I'm sorry. Like,
bro, just taking a little vacation, man.
And then the only other thing too that it's like, it don't bother me because it is what it is that it does look like the title is going back on him. Like he kind of just came back. Bro, I think so. Seth Rollins and Gunther, that screams money compared to Damian Priest and Gunther.
So you think he's a transitional champion?
Could be.
Yeah, I mean,
I could see that. I don't think you put
bro, it. I'm not like disappointed at Priest being a transitional champion.
No, not Priest. I'm talking Rollins.
Okay.
I mean, like Priest gives it to Rollins, so Rollins can give it to Gunther.
It's gonna be quick, Money in the Bank and SummerSlam.
Yeah. That's literally gonna be like a 3-week thing.
Yep.
Which wouldn't make no sense. Unless you kind of tear down Seth Rollins by losing to Damian Priest and then you kind of have him come around. I don't know what you could do. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he's thrown in there so fast, especially if the plan is to give it to Gunther, which we don't know yet. We're going to find out within a month and a half. So I really don't know how to feel about him being thrown in there right away like that. I would have preferred to see him in the Money in the Bank match, even though I don't know how he's doing health-wise. Because when he said he wanted to do Money in the Bank, I was like, brother, like you are
on those knees.
Yeah, like come on, bro, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad it's a one-on-one match, but it does throw me off. Because if Seth Rollins wins against Damian Priest, is Gunther... Do they not think that Gunther is ready? That could be the case too, even though we think he might be from our perspective.
Well, I'll say this. I do respect Damian Priest's title reign now. Like before, I was like, whatever. But after the match where he tied his leg up in the rope, sold it like a
Love it.
champ, a true veteran, I think that was a championship performance. So now I'm locking him in. I do see him as a champion. But if you look at it, does it mean more for Gunther to take his first championship off of Damian Priest or a Seth Rollins?
It's obvious, Seth Rollins, man.
For sure. Seth for sure. But I just don't know. Not that it damages Seth at this point in his career. I just feel like, all right, you're going to take it off Damian Priest for 3 weeks to then put it on Gunther. Like, at that point, just let Priest
Yeah.
do the
What I
job.
don't like about this return is that Seth Rollins was one thing, and with this return, if it was executed well, it could have been another. It could have been a bigger name, but nah, he came back in the same exact position in the card. Changed absolutely nothing. Like, man, a perfect return could have shot him up to that Roman Reigns level, but he chose to return 2 months, bro. 2 months is so crazy.
Yeah, 2 months is just no time for me to really sit there and be like, all right, like for me, it's like, all right, like it happens so much with a lot of wrestlers. Was like, all right, when is he coming back? Like once you start questioning when a wrestler's coming back, it's like, all right, you want to see them. I didn't get that with Seth. I was more like, just take your time, heal up. That was my impression with this whole thing, and that's why when I saw him, I was hyped. But then I was like, all right, what are you gonna do now? Like, and
plus, he had the same hair, basically the same gimmick, the same look, same everything.
Same everything. Yeah, like
go away, change up, evolve, come back, show us something new. If anything, Seth Rollins has a problem of overexposure every single week on Raw, cutting many promos, doing many matches. It's like, come on, man! Like, you gotta know. I don't know. I think he needs to sell himself a little bit. I get your point, Kenny. Like, yeah, he wants to go ahead and, I guess, what do you call it? Cash in on his golden years, but yeah, like.
But I mean,
thing is,
you gotta
bro,
think about this as well.
Yeah,
go ahead, Brian.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I understand, like, when Kiddo says he would come back to be like a Roman Reigns. If he did stay out until the Royal Rumble and came back, people would really miss him. And yeah, I think he would have the potential to get up to that Roman Reigns level just because people missed him. But if you're not injured, just sitting down at home until the Royal Rumble, that's a long time. So I just don't see somebody like this who likes to work.
Bro, my thing is, bro, and I get it. He's a workhorse and everything. I refuse to believe he's 100% ready, bro. You just tore your whole meniscus. 2 months, bro. Like, and it's like, I know WWE wouldn't clear him without, him being ready. It just, the whole return of me, bro. I'm not trying to be the person that's like, oh no, like, trust me, man. I love to see the talent. I'm happy, man. Like Kiro said earlier in the video, we're going to Money in the Bank. So to see somebody with that level of talent again, at least for me at this point, it's fun. You want to see those guys. Seth Rollins is a legend, but he should have definitely took his time, and I feel like that time was not taken. So it puts everything in perspective for me, at least.
And plus, I liked his return like it was out of nowhere. Sure, like the moment of it was nice, but like, couldn't you make him return in the Money in the Bank in a bigger stake, like maybe at the main event where you definitely don't expect it, and his music hits, and he would have gotten an amazing pop. It would have been an amazing moment. I feel like on Raw, he did get a pop, but it was like, whatever. I don't even remember. Like Joe Hendry got a bigger pop.
Oh,
what are we gonna do about that? But yeah, well, no matter what happens, if he goes to SummerSlam, it doesn't matter. This man right here is walking out as the champion. Just letting you know.
But I do think this is just a setup, though. So I don't think he wins the championship at Money in the Bank. I think somebody's going to interfere, and then this is going to kind of spin Seth Rollins off into his SummerSlam angle, and then you'll have Damian Priest and Gunther. So
you cooking?
I think you're right.
You cooking?